All right, here we go. Now we're about to do some arms and triceps. All right, so I normally like to actually warm up with about 20 reps with just the bar. This way we get those muscles activated and ready to go. So pretty much after that, I go right into it. So the bar is 45 pounds and I add 2 tens on each side, an additional 40 pounds. So total, that's around like 85 pounds on curling with the barbell. So believe it or not, I do like 10 to 12 reps of these, and that's just one round. After that, I rest for 90 seconds and I go for round 2. Now today I am doing a hard 8 sets at around like 80-90% max intensity. So I have to make sure my intensity is consistent every round until I'm done with my workout. And I'm gonna stick with this same weight throughout my workout, which is pretty much volume. Now that my biceps are warm, now I'm starting to superset with my triceps. I do like 15-20 reps from the get-go. Because I am a little fresh in my triceps, I got to make sure that I engage and get that muscle group very warm. So I like to fully extend my arms and don't go no higher than a 90 degree. Honestly, my workouts are very boring, but very effective because after 90 seconds, I repeat the same thing all and over again. Why is that? Because I know in order to build lean muscle, I must tear that muscle fiber. Like I said before, I'm still sticking with the same 85 pounds, but I'm not doing the same amount of reps. By this time, I'm breaking it down to about 8. So what you don't want to do is, anytime you go to the gym, you don't want to just move weight. You want to make sure you're actually contracting the muscles while moving the weight. Regardless how I'm feeling, I superset. I go right back to my triceps. I'm still getting maybe about 10 on my triceps. But as I get heavy on weight, it's starting to get really tough, but it doesn't matter. Push through. You want to tear those muscle fibers. Just remember that the pain is short. So after 90 seconds, I'm right back at it again. So as of right now, I'm about halfway through my workout. So can you imagine the intensity that's placed on my biceps and my triceps, which is the front and back of the arm? So honestly, at this intensity, it's gonna be very tough. So if you have to pause 5 seconds or so and then start back, do that. So notice, even though it's getting tougher and tougher, I'm not breaking my form because I want that isolated muscle contraction. I want to keep all the tension and load on my back arm, which is my tricep. It doesn't matter. Do not break the form. If eventually you have to go with a lighter weight, then do that. So the structure of my rounds is I first do my curls, then I superset with my tricep. But notice that I'm fully extending my arms. Why? Because I want to tear these arms up. I want to keep all the stretching and the load on that front bicep. I noticed that a lot of people like to rock when they curl, but you got to be careful with that because it's so easy to include that front anterior deltoid, which is the front shoulder, to help compensate for the bicep muscle. Just remember to keep it very simple when contracting muscles. All right, so by this time here, I think I broke it down to about 10. But I'm still at my 90 degrees and I'm fully extending my arms. And that's because I want to keep a good foundation with good form. I don't want to start retraining my brain with a bad form. So believe it or not, having a bad form can lead to a lot of injuries, inflammation, other joint pains, and etc. If I'm not mistaken, this is like the top of the 5th round on my curls. So I'm like struggling to get like 6 to 8 reps, which is what I want. I'm not here to play. I'm here to tear my muscles. So if you got to pause for 5 seconds, do not feel bad for pausing. See, I love to come up normal pace and come down slowly to get that eccentric. So I think this is like the last round of my tricep extensions. Let me be honest, it's tough. It's really tough. I'm struggling getting 10. But I'm giving it all I got to keep form, fully extend my arms so I can engage that tricep muscle. All right, so next, now I'm going to more of the cable curls. All right, with the cable, you got a little bit more options than just a regular dumbbell. But if you notice, I am still being consistent with tearing and stretching that muscle, which is fully extending that bicep muscle at the bottom. So regardless how intense your exercise get, don't switch it up. If you got to go lighter, I do less reps, then do that. So by this time in the workout, my arms are tired. The intensity is through the roof, but I don't care. Keep the form, keep contracting, keep blowing, keep control, and keep working. All right, so my next tricep is seated arm extensions. Notice how I'm going all the way back halfway through my head, if not lower, and I'm fully extending my arm. So by doing these, you got to make sure you keep your whole thoracic cavity tight so you do not compensate. And another term for that would be indirect core. So whatever you do, never underestimate a lighter weight with the power of gravity, because having an effective gravity pull on certain muscle groups can cause you to get stronger and you get results. All right, so in this cable curl, I'm actually going wider to kind of focus on my lateral biceps, which could partially be either your brachial or your brachioradialis. Now this is the fun part about exercising because it's all about angles and manipulation on the muscle fiber. So just to give you a different view, if you notice, I'm keeping my back straight, keeping my core tight, and I'm still going below my head, fully extending my arms. Make sure you got good control, releasing carbon dioxide, blowing out. I should not have to remind you why blowing out is very important. So in this exercise, I'm being consistent with 10 to 12 reps. The crazy thing is, I'm still waiting 90 seconds before I hit my next round. So by this time, I can't even feel my arms. I don't even know how I'm still curling. Wait a minute, yes I do, it's called willpower. Even when the muscle fibers don't want to fire, your brain is still willing to fire that muscle group. The moral of the story is this: if you want to spend 2-3 hours in the gym, you can definitely do so. But if you want a super high intensity with a great workout, you could do so. Just make sure that you choose a training style that works best for you and your goal. So why do I like high intensity? Well, it challenges my cardiovascular system, it improves my central nervous system, and it causes a great benefit to my muscular system. Even though it's tough, workouts like this afterwards, I feel amazing. And let's not forget, for 7 days straight, I'm doing a no added sugar diet. And there you have it. This is considered 8 hard sets. These kind of workouts will change your life. So remember to stay hydrated. Hope this workout was a help, and subscribe for more.